All right. What a pleasure to get to spend some time on stage with you today, Robin. Thank you for being here. You are a longtime MFA member. Man Group has been a part of the organization for a long time. I want to thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You also are the CEO of the world's largest publicly traded hedge fund. And you're often praised for your leadership style. I think you've been in the role nearly 2 years. Would love to hear just a little bit about your pathway to the CEO seat and how you think about your leadership.
Sure. Thank you for having me. I suppose that my pathway has been an unusual one in that I came through a route which was through being a general counsel, being a COO, being a CAO, coming through all different parts of the firm. And I was at Man Group for 15 years before being asked to take on this role. So an unusual route in that what I didn't do was come up through the classic investment management side, albeit I might have run trading or run certain parts of our investing universe, but not through the classic route. As for style, investing style, or my own personal leadership style, I can't claim too much credit for it other than I just turn up and I do it like this every day.
That's great. It seems to be working well for you. So speaking of Man Group, publicly traded, very large organization that has a lot of stakeholders, really vast constituents that Man Group cares about relative to most large global hedge funds. How do you think about how that differentiates Man Group from other hedge funds? And how does that impact your business decision-making as a publicly traded company?
Yeah, listen, we're 240-ish years old. I am not 240-ish years old, but the company is. And it's been listed for 35 or so years. What does it mean? It means that when we talk to clients, they have transparency about who we are and what we are. We have quarterly reportings, which can be useful because basically anybody who invests in us can see what our position is in the market, how we are faring, whether there's anything they should know about. They know our financial stability, then all of that stuff. So there are some benefits to being listed, but it's an unusual thing because not many of our peers are in that same position. I think one of the things that's very clear for us, though, at Man is that we have one goal, right? It's really simple. We come into work every day and we're entrusted with the savings and pensions of real people all over the world. And our job is to put the resources of Man Group in a room to make sure that we return value on those investments. And the reason I say it like that is because given how we operate, given our listed status, quite simply, you're not going to find me on a flight of fancy going and buying a sports team tomorrow. We know what we do. We come into work to do it every day. We never lose sight of that single purpose.
Robin, how do you think about the competitive landscape? In some ways, I might argue you all have had an edge for a long time because you've been using technology in really advanced ways. As it becomes more accessible, how do you think about that?
I ever were it thus. I've said that twice now. God, I need to stop saying that. So 35 years ago, when we first launched our Momentum Fund, we could charge a level of fees associated with that were quite extraordinary. In today's terms, we'd be like, sorry, how much? And maybe we access 30 markets. Roll the clock forward and pan out, and we are accessing more than 600 markets. And I think that permeates through our culture. It permeates who we are. We believe in a collaborative, collegiate environment. We all say it. I just can only tell you that when people come and talk to me, they end up saying, you really meant it. And I'm like, yeah, we really do. Doesn't mean we're perfect. We have loads of stuff we can change and make better. Everybody comes together and they know that they are valued within this organization. And I guess that's what we do, or what we try to do, and what I try to do every day.
It's wonderful. You lead with such passion and energy. The industry is better for it, really, to have you among its CEOs. Just want to thank you again for being here with us today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.